So I'm taking a walk by my local river, Oita River. So I normally do that every morning, but I didn't want to come out today because it was so hot and humid, and when the sun comes out it's like a blowtorch. It really is intense, and I just want to crawl into some cool dark hole. Oh dear, that's not good. My arm's getting tired already holding this. Goodness me. That's not very good, but it'll have to do because one arm already tired. But anyway, when the sun goes behind a cloud, it really feels quite cool. So that's wonderful. Anyway, what I want to talk about is painting I've been working on this week. And working on isn't the right word. Struggling is the word. It has been a struggle. And I must admit, I did get quite down. I mean, every day I turned up and I had a go and I kept working at it. And the way I work is I tend to do many variations, many paintings of one scene, especially if I'm struggling. And I'm hoping each time to improve a bit. So it doesn't work out normally that logically, to be honest, in practice. But anyway, maybe a few weeks ago I went to a place called Nagayu. It's famous for spas. And anyway, I saw quite a nice scene in the countryside. So I went there, took my drone up and got some beautiful shots. And it had been raining, but then the rain stopped and it became misty. And it was beautiful, really beautiful. But just because something's beautiful, it doesn't mean you can turn it into a good painting. And also, it might have something to do with my own abilities, that even after 15 years, it's still challenging for me. Yeah. So anyway, I saw a scene that I liked and I had a go. And I really loved the sky I did and the background, the misty mountain and the misty hillside and that. I thought that was all great. And even the rice field and the trees, I think I did a fairly good job at that, or I improved. But the buildings in the middle were a nightmare. And to be honest, I hate painting buildings. Like if you get the roof just a little bit wrong, it's so obvious. And at first I was painting the buildings in stages. So I'd do the wall, let it dry, then I'd do the roof, and it just didn't seem to work. So eventually I had a go at doing it all in one go. And I think that looked a lot better. Disagree if you wish to, you know, I'd love to know what you think. Anyway, this is my final painting so far. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do one more. Well, I'm going to do two more actually, but I'm going to turn them into lessons. So one will be in English and one will be in Japanese. But anyway, I think mindset is important, you know, because like I said, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I get in a bad way with a painting and struggle a lot, I really do get depressed, and that is a whole thing within itself. And I mean, depressed, it's terrible. And I'm still not that happy with my final painting, I have to be honest. But what I say to myself is, it was practice, and yeah, it doesn't work the way you want it to work. It doesn't work in a smooth sequential way so that each new painting is better than the other one. It's really messy. But I think overall, a bit like the S&P, right? Over a long period of time, you are getting better. And, you know, I need that mindset. And there was parts of the painting that I really enjoyed doing, like the sky and the distant mountains and the rice field. And I think with the building, I'm definitely getting better at that. But it was a trial. It was a trial, you know, and there has to be a point where you move on. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you are struggling with your watercolor painting, if you're feeling a bit down, then maybe this will help you and realize you're not the only one. And the thing is just a mindset to think, all this practice is making me better, and over time that will show. And also that people like me who have been painting for about 15 years on a very consistent basis, we still fail, and we will continue to do so, because I worked this out at some point. You know, it's almost like a law, isn't it? Like, you're going to do great paintings and you're going to do bad paintings, but most of the time you're going to do average paintings. And before you get depressed about that idea, because most things tend to the average, right? You just get the occasional great one, and that's okay, because you know you can throw away the bad ones, and then I don't know what you do with the average ones. But the thing is, over time your average increases. Does that make sense? So you know your average can increase so much that even though it's average for you, for most people it's going to look like a good painting. Now, I totally understand what I'm saying, but I'm not sure I explained it that well. So if I didn't, apologies. But anyway, if you're there doing your watercolor painting and you're struggling, then I hope this gives you some comfort and it encourages you to persevere. Wow, look at that sky. It's beautiful, right? Okay, that's all for this one. Bye for now. I'm really bad at endings. It's so difficult to end these flipping videos, you know. But yeah, so I'll end it there.